Hi there, my darling Virgos. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of February the 16th, 2026. So, my darling Virgos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Virgos, what messages does Virgo need to know, please, for the week of February the 16th? What does Virgo need to know? Full moon in Libra. Find a balance. Yeah, I feel that is quite important around this time, my darling Virgos, is to find balance in what we're doing. You know, I'm a Virgo, and sometimes I feel that I'm out of balance, that I'm putting too much into work, or I'm putting too much into, family or home, or, a relationship or something like that. And things then, can get out of balance. And even with what I'm doing here is I feel that sometimes I'm giving too much here, which is why I am going to pull back a little. But I do need to find that balance, that happy balance between, work, play, family, home, all that kind of stuff. And, when you do have a home, a family, a full-time job, and a little side hustle like this, it can be hard to balance your energies and make sure that, you're not giving too much to one thing and draining on the other side, and, all that kind of stuff. So, my darling Virgos, I feel, because we are also coming into Mercury retro, which is Mercury is our ruler, and it does affect us a little bit more. So Mercury retrograde is happening on the 26th, but we will be coming into Mercury retro shadow this week. So just keep that in mind, that, yeah, things may need a little bit more balance in our life. But let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Virgos. What messages does Virgo need to know, please, for this week? Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, love it, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah. All right, my darling Virgos. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So we start off here with the Two of Swords. I mean, the Two of Swords came up a lot in the readings last week, and so there was a lot of, having to decide which way we're going, and were we going this way or that way. And it seems like this week is no different, my darling Virgos. So, as I said, the Two of Swords is a card of, making a choice, making a decision, like where are we going from here? Are we going to choose this path or that path? But there aren't just two choices we can make, my darling Virgos. There are many. And, we can sometimes get caught up in, only thinking this or that type of energy, where this is, we have endless choices as to what we want to do. But at the end of the day, we need to make the choice. And we've got this card of making choices and the Seven of Cups being spoilt for choice. So, yeah, this is going to be, I feel, that with that find a balance card, I feel that is where we need to find balance, in not overcommitting maybe to what we're going to do, if that makes sense. That's sort of what I'm feeling with this, energy that's around at the moment, my darling Virgos. But you can see here she's got a blindfold on. Blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. So I feel that it would probably benefit us this week to be a bit more of like going within, and needing, working on trusting our intuition and really listening to our inner guidance, my darling Virgos, when it comes to making choices or decisions here. So yeah, that's sort of just what I'm feeling off this card. But also, there aren't just two choices, is what I feel this card is telling us, my darling Virgos. So then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there is some opportunity coming in this week. And I feel that it will be the result of what choice or a decision that we make this week, my darling Virgos. So love to see that. So, but that is all the Ace of Pentacles is. It is just potential. Yes, it is just potential. It is something that is, offered to us, or there is an opportunity that could be coming in for us, but it's up to us to take the opportunity and to, nurture it. It's like this garden. Why there's a garden on the Ace of Pentacles is because that represents, a garden is something that you need to tend, water, nurture, look after, weed. Just make sure that it is tended to. So this opportunity is the same thing. We need to make sure that it's not just left as potential. We need to bring it into the physical realm and look after it, tend it, nurture it, bring it to life, basically, is what I feel, my darling Virgos. Like, we need to work out how we are going to bring this into being, is what I feel of this beautiful Ace of Pentacles here. But this is just potential. It's a potential opportunity that we need to recognize and act on, my darling Virgos. And here we are again, sport for choice, with the Seven of Cups. So they call this card the Dream Maker's Torment because you can see him looking up into all those cups there and wondering, which cup am I going to choose? Which cup will I bring down to the physical realm? What opportunity here will I bring into the physical realm and nurture and tend and, learn more about and allow to grow? So we've got, I love it when all the cards come together because it's basically the same thing that all these cards are saying is choose an opportunity. There is an opportunity coming. Choose it, bring it into the physical realm and make it real, is what I feel to tell you, my darling Virgos. You can see all these choices here. There are good things and bad things in these cups, but one of these things is this Ace of Pentacles. And one of these things is what we need to bring into the physical realm and make it real, my darling Virgos. So, yeah, we've got cards of choices and decisions to make and opportunities here. So, if I'm going to put it all together, I do just feel that we're being encouraged here with the Two of Swords to make the choice. There's opportunities coming in around us. What will we choose? But all these opportunities will just remain potential opportunities until we bring them into the physical realm. So we have to. I feel that we are being encouraged to find a balance between, what we want and what we have, if that makes sense, my darling Virgos. So, yeah, pretty straightforward reading, I feel. We just need to decide what opportunity we want and go with it. Bring it into the physical realm and make it real, my darling Virgos. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. I am going to be pulling back. As I said, I'm going to be only doing monthly readings as of March. And just because I'm not getting the love and the watch time and all that kind of stuff. And if it starts to pick up, then I might start to do weeklies again. But yeah, I'm just finding that I need to find a balance in my life and, yeah, not to do so many of these, but still not going to quit. I'm just going to pull back. So let's get final messages for you. You can't make this up. Big happy changes, my darling Virgos. They're coming. And they're going to come as a result of us choosing the decision and bringing it down. Recovery. Yeah, look, this is part of the balance. We may need to, look after ourselves, which is what we're going to be doing, which is what I'm going to be doing, is looking after myself and pulling back. you need guidance, ask your angels, my darling Virgos. That is what they are there for. Use them. Within the next few weeks, they say, you've got a yes. And it's a big yes with an exclamation point. And I love this for you. And I feel since I have made the decision, the choice, the decision to pull back on what I'm doing, everything seems to be, moving in a much better direction. I feel a lot, you know, freer, happier. And I feel that there's been a big weight lifted off my shoulders. And I feel that you doing the same will, also help you, my darling Virgos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.